and to all the new moms and the moms to be. My name is Dr. Anuradha Mandlekar. I am a certified childbirth educator and I'm speaking from FabMoms, which is an antenatal and postnatal class here in Mumbai. So today we are going to share with you tips to breastfeed during the first few days. We are going to help you understand how often to feed your baby, how many times to feed the baby, when you will come to know that your baby is hungry, what to do about those leaking breast. But the first things first. So first is skin to skin contact. Now, immediately after your childbirth, whenever you get to hold your baby for the first time, skin to skin contact is very important. So, what is skin to skin contact? Skin to skin contact is holding your baby either naked or dressed very close to the chest. This somewhere gives the required warmth to the baby immediately after childbirth. It somewhere calms the baby, and also it stimulates your breast to feed and gives signal to the breast to start producing milk to feed your baby. Second is your first milk, which is called as colostrum. Now this colostrum is going to be golden yellowish in color. It is going to be the most concentrated food that your baby is going to receive for the first time. This milk is very rich in nutrients and antibodies, and therefore, this milk is very important to provide the required immunity to your baby immediately after childbirth. So, remember, don't postpone it and do not avoid it. Third, your let down reflex. Now, whenever your baby is going to suck your breast, that is the time your breast will get squeezed and the ducts inside your breast are going to start producing milk and passing it towards the nipples. This is called as the let down reflex. So when you feed your baby, many women initially are going to feel a tingling sensation inside their breast. This tingling sensation could be quite strong. Other females or other mothers would not feel anything at all. So how does this feeding process start? When you latch on your baby for the first time, that is the time your baby is going to start with some quick sucks. Slowly and gradually, your baby is going to produce a rhythmic pattern of swallowing the milk. After the initial quick sucks, your baby is going to wait. The baby is going to give you a small pause so that your breast starts producing milk, and then the baby is going to get quick swallows and produce a pattern of feeding. Another important thing in letting down reflex is that once you, at times when you hear your baby cry, you may see that your breast start producing milk. Or at times when you're taking a warm shower, also you may see that your baby is that your breast is showing a let down reflex. This is very normal. Don't worry and just let the phase pass. Now, fourth point, which is again a very important one, is what will happen if your baby falls asleep while you're feeding? Or why does the baby fall asleep while you're feeding? The baby can fall asleep while you're feeding the baby is probably because the tummy of the little one is full, or probably you've not latched on the baby well. That is why it's very important to understand as much as you can about breastfeeding, the correct latching on and latching off positions, so that you can avoid these problems. But it's never too late. If you're facing these problems consistently, it's always good to get back to your lactation expert who can guide you to quickly resolve this problem. Many of the new moms have this doubt as to how often you should feed your baby. I hope this doubt is pretty common. So when it comes to how often you should feed your baby, the number of times you will feed your baby actually varies. But as a rough guide, I can say that you can feed your baby for more than 8 times in 24 hours. Slowly, you and your baby will, again, as I said earlier, develop a pattern, and you will come to know as to how many times your baby needs the feed, and you would be able and prepared to do so. Coming to the next point, how would you come to know that your baby is hungry? Well, so your little one is going to give you a lot of cues before it actually starts to cry. So the first one is that you will find your baby little restless. Second one would be that you will see your baby probably sucking the fingers and the fist. You can also hear your baby making some murmuring sounds, or in fact, you can also observe your baby turning the neck and trying to open the mouth. This action is called as a rooting reflex. So, if you are able to get hold on to any of the four cues that I told you, that is the right time to start feeding your baby. Remember that crying is the last hunger cue. So it's very difficult to breastfeed a crying baby. So it's always good if you hold on to the four initial cues that we just spoke about. First is you'll see your baby getting restless. Second is probably the baby would be sucking its fingers and its fist. Third would be it may start producing some murmuring sounds. And fourth would be it may just rotate its neck to one side and open its mouth as if it wants to latch on. Another important thing is building up your milk supply. So, as I said it earlier, do not postpone it, do not avoid it. When your baby sucks onto the breast, it gets a stimulus to produce more milk. Now, after 1 or 2 days, as this pattern starts setting in slowly and gradually, you will feel that your breast is getting fuller and it is getting warmer. We call it as the milk is coming in. Now, your milk production will actually vary as to the number of times you're trying to feed your baby. In fact, when you feed your baby, your body comes to know that now it has to produce more milk and get your breast prepared for the next feed. So, the amount of milk that you will make will either increase or decrease depending upon the number of times you are feeding your baby. Coming to the next point. mm, is it okay to feed your baby on demand? Well, yes, it's absolutely okay to feed your baby on demand. In fact, as many times as the baby wants and as long as the baby wants. We call this as responsive feeding, or we call this as a baby led feeding. So in the beginning, actually, you may feel that the new moms may actually feel that you're doing nothing but just feeding as your hormones are slowly trying to settle down after the delivery. But again, as I said, I'll repeat it, slowly and gradually, you will develop a pattern and the amount of milk that you will produce, and you will settle down with the feeding pattern. Coming to the next, how to deal with a leaking breast. So at times, you will see that your breast is suddenly leaking unexpectedly. When you see this happening, just press the breast with the heel of your palm gently but firmly. You can wear breast pads to prevent your clothes from getting wet, but remember to change them as often so that you can prevent or avoid any form of infection. I just hope that the tips and the tricks that I shared with you from FabMoms have been really helpful. What I would suggest is to gain more information and education about how to feed and any problems associated with breastfeeding. It's always good to look for an antenatal class which can provide you with the necessary information and education about breastfeeding. So, what is important to know beforehand is what are the correct positions and postures to breastfeed. Second is how to correctly latch on and latch off your baby after delivery while you're trying to feed the baby. Third is what are the breastfeeding problems that you may encounter. And fourth is, of course, knowing how to tackle with these problems. In case you have any questions, I'm ready to answer them in your comments. I would be more than happy to help you out ahead. Thank you so much.